Oh, well, there you are again, friends and family. Glad to see you back in the neighborhood today. And you might notice, we're not out in the blazing sunshine, and it's midday. Yeah, on July the 10th, 2023. In my little piece of paradise, in the deep south of Alabama. And we're going to be doing something today that I really would like it to be blazing hot sunshine because it works better. And what might that be? Well, first, let me show you what we got and what we're about to do. It takes a few things. It's sort of a recipe of sorts, except we're not in the country kitchen and cooking. We're cooking out in the garden today. Mr. Gray, are you okay? You just chilling here in the carport? Well, hey, if you would like, when the sun's not out, you can come out and help Papa spray today, okay? Yeah, it won't hurt you. Yeah, it might make you taste like some salad dressing, but other than that, you'll be fine. I was just checking on you as I was looking for my tablespoon. Have you seen it? Let me keep checking. Appreciate the help, Mr. Gray. Spooky, have you seen my tablespoon? No? You're just gonna sleep up on the camel, huh? Zonk to the world. Must be nice. Yeah, well, the kitty crew, as you can see, they're taking their midday siesta. And what did I say? That we weren't out in the roasting, toasting sunshine today? Well, it's back. It comes and it goes. But let's get going. So, I found my tablespoon finally. Yeah, well, this one, if you fill it all the way to the top, is a tablespoon and a half. But if you fill it to the mark, it's 1 tablespoon, 15 milliliters. Or you just flip it on around and you got you a teaspoon. Yeah, imagine that. These are from the fine folks at Miracle Grow. I probably got 20 or 30 of them laying around from over the years. Yeah, I'll use Miracle Grow. I won't lie. As far as I'm concerned, it's good stuff. If you don't want to use it, you don't got to. But that ain't what we're doing today. And what we are doing is we're going to be spraying. And I'll be showing you what we're going to be spraying. But first, we got to mix up a concoction or recipe of sorts. And I dug out some of my old vinegar. This is distilled white vinegar. You just buy it at the store. 5% acidity. That's important. Yep. We'll be using it. And plus I found a real old vintage, since when Dixie's been out of business here in Tallahassee for, I can't remember how long now. Over a decade. Well, this says Best Buy 11/26/14, so nearly a decade. And it was all nasty back underneath the kitchen sink counter. And I need to get this done. So we're going to be using these 2 jugs of vinegar to have some fun with some weeds. We're also going to be mixing in 1 gallon. Now, granted, I got about, this is a half gallon, and there's about a half gallon left in this one right here. See? So we got 1 gallon. So I'll be mixing in 1 tablespoon, more or less. You don't got to be perfect. A vegetable oil. You can use any kind of, cooking oil you want. Yep, it just helps the vinegar stick to the weeds. And to make it all emulsify and mix up better, we're going to be using some Palmolive Ultra with Oxy deep grease cutting power. You can use Dawn, you can use anything you want to, Ajax, any type of soap, really. It just acts as an emulsifier to mix everything up and make everything happy, okay? So there you have it. For our weed destroying recipe, we use vinegar. Don't got to be apple cider, don't got to be white, but it's got to be 5%. And we're going to be using it straight with a tablespoon of vegetable oil per gallon and a tablespoon of some type of soap. Dishwashing soap, what have you. Yeah, you can use shampoo. That's all you got. Yeah. Just to act as an emulsifier. This is a surfactant. This is an emulsifier. This is what's going to put the weeds down. okay, the vinegar. And we're going to be tackling some pretty tough weeds today. And over the following videos, you'll see whether our weed whacking formula was successful or not. But this is what I use. You may have something different. And if you use something different or put it together differently as I do, well, hey, you can always let us all know in the comments below the video, right? So let's get her going on. I'm going to just be putting this in my sprayer, which is a 2-gallon Chapin Pro Series Extended Performance, made in the USA. Oh yeah. Not sponsored, not given. I paid for that thing. I've had it now, 3 seasons or more. Fine piece of equipment. Get you one today at your nearest True Value hardware store. Okay, enough of that. Let's get mixing. Oh, a little bit tight. Okay, first thing we're going to add is our vinegars. Drop them in straight. You want full strength. Every last drop. Like I said, don't got to be white, don't got to be apple cider, just got to be 5%. And some people, I'm sure, are screaming right now, oh no, Mr. Tom, don't use your apple cider vinegar. Well, this one's sort of pretty grungy, nasty, been on the kitchen sink nearly 10 years. It'll be okay. So we'll put that half gallon in right there. Now we're going to drop in. A tablespoon, more or less, of the vegetable oil. It's like making a salad dressing, except it's to exterminate weeds. Next, we're going to be putting in our soap, dishwashing soap, Palmolive Ultra with Oxy, 1 tablespoon per gallon. That'll get everything nice and happy. We're just going to put her on in there. Then we got to put the pumper thingy back in. Ooh, I can smell it. Before we put that soap in there, you could add a little salt, pepper, yep, some thyme, oregano, basil. Had you a fine Italian dressing. It sort of kind of looks like one. Now, we got to get to pumping. Y'all stand back unless y'all want to help. Make sure my wand is turned off where I was rinsing it out. Now it is. That should be enough. I think that's 50 times. What do you think? So we got her pumped up. And we're going to adjust our spray nozzle to a fine pattern. We don't need it to be a thick pattern. And we're going to head out to where we're exterminating the weeds. So come on, let's get to it. Woo, yep, it's sunshiny now. Let's head on out. And be cognizant of where your wind's coming from. See, that's my pepper and tomato patch over there. My squash and my onion. And this around here, this old burn pile, is what we're wanting to exterminate. And there's all kinds of wild violet in here. See the little blue flowers? Yep, there's Virginia creeper. There's American greenbrier. Oh, you get down in here, you start seeing these chamber bitters. Another gift from China. Yep, invasive species. We got morning glory right here. We got ragweed, pigweed. Oh, and we got Chinese privet right back here. Yep, trying to make a comeback. So this is what we're trying to get rid of right here. And like I say, we gotta mix it all up. So we're just gonna shake it and get ready to spray. Okay? Let me do some shaking. Well, I got the shaking done. You might tell, a little out of breath. And let's see if we got a spray pattern right. Oh yeah, see? We got that fan. And it don't take much. Just want to coat all the leaves. Just till they're dripping. You see? And keep that nozzle down low. Because we got a little bit of a breeze today. It'll be okay. Keep it low. It won't drift far. And that's all we're doing. Spraying down low. Whew, it even smells like salad dressing. Surely it does. Yep, surely it does. You know. See Jane run. Run, Jane, run. See Mr. Tom spray the weeds and have fun. Yep. We always got something going on in the neighborhood. Woo, people will think I'm out here cooking and making a salad. And just coat them all up. And that between the soap, keeping everything mixed together, the oil, allowing it to stick. See how shiny it looks? Yep, that's what you want. We're gonna head up here and we're gonna get this here blackberry, all kinds of other stuff that we don't want around this old timber pile. Now, I mean, we got oak trees coming up. There's some more of that. Oh, morning glory, courtesy of the birds. We got it all around. All kinds of stuff. And like I say, as long as you keep it low to the ground, your overspray and your drift won't impact anything you're worried about. And especially if you block it. Like it's coming out of the northeast right now. I keep her low. And we let her have it. Not as bad as using some, you know, thing like Roundup, glyphosate, what have you. Yep. And the great thing about it is you can wait for the wind to calm a little bit like it just did and continue on. But if you're always downwind, and there is some wind, it won't create such a problem for you. So we'll get all these chamber bitters down here. Nope, those are not baby mimosa trees. Oh no. Just remember and keep that spray nozzle down. And look at here, this is all pigweed. See this? That's another invasive species that we didn't used to have, but thanks to global trade and shipping, It's now spreading all over the United States. Farmers just love it. That's being sarcastic. Whew, I wish that sun would stay out. Burn her down, baby, burn her down. Now once we get upwind of the tomato and pepper patch, we're not going to spray, because with overspray may get on it. But we can come up here and you can see those wild violets are already suffering from the heat. See them? Their leaves are curling. So we're just going to hit them with a little bit of this vinegar and oil and soap mixture, help them along. They're pretty, but they can be highly invasive and take over the whole space. If I let them, they'd get all in our pepper and tomato patch. Yeah, see, it just got calm again, which is good. I mean, as long as you're careful, you got a little breeze. And when I mean little breeze, I mean little breeze. And that's pretty much it for around here. It's where I can't mow. And I'm tired of weed whacking. You know, there's some Virginia creeper up there. Some of the kind of vines, mostly Virginia creeper, up on the wood pile. Yeah, we can get that too. We can even go around the old raised bed. Give it a shot too. Yep, we got some on the onions. Yeah, that'll be okay. They probably think it's salad dressing. Whew. Wasn't even thinking there, was I? Over here on the old burn pile, we're gonna hit all this stuff, all kinds of stuff. Popcorn tree, yep. American greenbrier, you can see Virginia creeper in there, ragweed, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, some more pigweed, morning glory. If you got heavy bird population like we do here in Mr. Tom's neighborhood, you're gonna have all this too, because they bring it to you. They don't mean no harm, just their way of saying thank you. They don't know. So there we have it. That's all I wanted to spray, primarily up and around that burn pile before it just grew out of control. And I sort of got plans to do something a little not as wild as what's going on right now, but will be wild for gardening per se. Yep. And that's pretty much all of our spray. Yep. Didn't take long to put that gallon away. So we're just going to go over here and let this sprayer spray out. We got a little thing that locks the handle right there. We'll just leave it over here in the wild violet patch and let it continue to spray on some of that foliage and seep into its roots. Now, this ain't as immediate as Roundup, which is the trade name for glyphosate. It ain't gonna kill them down like, oh, what's that? WD-40. That's not the lubricant, that's the herbicide, or any herbicide. regardless of what number, chemical name, or trade name. But it will get them. Here's the caveat. A lot of these persistent weeds will spring back from the roots, like pigweed. This here is shrubbery, Chinese privet. Yep. What I just sprayed will kill the foliage in a day or two, or 3. But it will resprout from that stump right there. And it'll take another treatment. The pigweed will resprout. You can already see the morning glory is suffering. You see how its leaves are looking limp? So that's why I like to spray this in the bright sunshine, in between gusts of wind. Yep, but I mean, if some drifted onto my lovely yard, I really wouldn't care. I'm not into grass. Yeah, as long as it's green, as you know, it'll be just fine. But that's what we're up to today. We just wanted to get this done and out of the way before this got back, you know, 8, 10, 12 feet high, because it would by the end of the year, as you've seen it do so many times. And this year, I'm determined that it doesn't grow back up the way it has been in years past. Well, there's the city. I think he's got the claw. Wonder what he's doing today. I'm not sure. But hey, let's get back in the shade. I think the sprayer's finished up. Yep, it's empty. Now, also note that your sprayer will need to be cleaned out thoroughly. I triple rinse mine with fresh water, and I also run one batch with 1 tablespoon of dishwashing liquid or other type of soap through it at least once, if not twice, to get everything out of it, because you don't want any of that vinegar to be hitting your veggies. I don't know what he's up to up there. He's grabbing something. Let's wait until he gets through, and we'll be back in a few. Well, friends and family, yeah, we're under the shade tree, and the sun keeps scooting out from under the clouds, coming and going, which is a good thing, because the sun acts in conjunction with my vinegar weed killing recipe. Surely it does. Now, it's only been about 30 minutes since I sprayed it and applied it. Let's go out and see what it's done in just a mere 30 minutes. See if it's any good. Don't you want to know? I do. Of course, I already know. So, yep, we're going to head on out here. Take a look at things. Well, you can see even that old pigweed there is looking a little bit not so strong and vibrant anymore. And look it up there. You see the weeds starting to wilt? See? Right there. Yeah, now some of your stronger ones, they'll hang in there for a little bit too. But look it up here. Look at that morning glory. See how its leaves are just curling up, all burnt? Yep, that's the vinegar. That's the acid. Because vinegar's acidic, right? 5% acidity. Look at these weeds. Yeah. Look at the chamber bitters down in there. And those things take some doing to get them to curl up and leave you alone. And I'm not sure what these big weeds are right here, but you can see they didn't like my secret recipe, not one bit at all. Nor has the wild violets. And I know some people say, but they're so pretty, Mr. Tom. Yeah, well, they're so pretty, they'll run me right slap out of this space. And of course, there's the Chinese privet from the stump. It's showing a little bit of effect so far. It normally takes it the longest to succumb. But you can see right here, all the chamber bitters, they aren't looking too friendly anymore. And as you look up through here, there's some more of that morning glory. Yep. Now another thing, the Virginia creeper takes some doing too. Yeah, that's some pretty stout stuff, I'll tell you. But you can see the wild violet is curling up even more. It didn't like it. The greenbrier, American greenbrier, yeah, it's a tough one too. It may take a second application, but hey, it'll come right back from the roots too. But there's little seedlings in here, little oak trees I don't need, some more Chinese privet, all kinds of stuff. And I just wanted to keep it under control, preferably without using some type of tenacious weed killer, because it's expensive and it's persistent, and I don't need either of that unless I just have to. Here's some more of that Chinese privet, not looking too friendly. 30 minutes in. Yep, you can see all the morning glory. Ain't liking it not one bit, all up through here that we sprayed. Nor when you look at where the wild violet was sprayed in comparison to the non-sprayed. Yeah, I keep a little bit of it, but I don't want it climbing all over the place. It'll literally go everywhere. And over here by my plantings, I got a little reckless, and I'll show you what it'll do. I got a little bit on my squash leaf right there. You can see how it burned it too, and right there. But it'll be fine. I didn't get enough to matter. Yeah, she's not as pretty as she was, but she's still pretty gorgeous, if I do say so myself. Just look at her. She's looking mighty fine. It's only been in the ground, what, since end of the first week of June. That's a mighty fine squash plant, if I do say so myself. Yep, let's see if there's anything in it while we're here running our mouth. Oh yeah, there's a blossom with an acorn squash behind it. Hopefully it pollinated. I see several more little babies coming on too. Whew, if you're serious about growing food to survive like our elders did, like our great-grands and great-great-grands through the winter months, hey, you better be putting you in some winter squash too. You seen the one on my counter? It's been there nearly 10 months now. Still as good as the day I picked it, nearly 10 months ago. Yep, the winter squash. It isn't called winter squash to grow during the winter. It's called winter squash, acorn, butternuts. There's several different kinds, because you store it to eat through the winter. Yeah, imagine that. Lovely stuff. Well, none of our onion ends poked through. That's okay. We just put them in yesterday about the same time. They've only been in for 24 hours. But they will be coming on too, and I'll show it to you then. But that's all we got for you today. Just showed you my secret weed killer. It gets most of the weeds, because we got them all in the deep south of Alabama. Yeah, we were gifted with every invasive species man could drag from all corners of the earth, thinking it would be a good thing. Most of them turned out to be anything but. Whew, there you have it, folks. I'm going to have to step on over here in the shade, because I'm not sure what the temperature is. I try not to look. Like I was telling a close friend of mine last night, if you don't know, it doesn't seem to bother you as much. That's one of the times when not knowing is a good thing. But I know people, they got to look every 5-10 minutes. How hot is it outside, Mr. Tom? It's 110 and rising. Yeah, I'd rather not know. But, whew, we're going to get close to the ground and chat a little bit more before we let you go. But yeah, you'll be able to see over the next few days, you know, we do a video here in Mr. Tom's neighborhood and gardens almost every day. And I'll show you what it worked on and what it didn't. And of course I already know some of the weeds and shrubbery, more invasive stuff, will take a second, third, and a fourth application till the winter winds come once again. it's a never-ending fight with the weeds. If we could make vegetables with the tenacity and perseverance of weeds, we could feed the world on 100 acres. Well, so it would seem. But hey, I hope you're doing great wherever you may be in this big old wide world of ours, whether you're out here gardening, sitting inside, enjoying some lunch in the good old AC, or if you're in the southern hemisphere, where some of my viewers are, I hope you're staying warm too. It's amazing how diverse our world can be. But until I and the kitty crew, you know, Spooky, Speedy, Cleo, old Mr. Gray, which is doing fine and coming along great, and I appreciate all y'all's help with that too. And of course, on a rare occasion, Heathcliff, we got to set up a camera to capture him for all of you. And little Gracie, which commands the home front inside. See ya on that next episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. Y'all take care, stay safe, and God bless you as you bless those in your lives. Goodbye for now. Woo! There's the line of searing heat. We're in the cool. Out there is death. Or so it often feels. Yes, it does. Even the birds are in the shade today. Woo, but it's looking beautiful out there. But there's more work we gotta do before we can play. Later all.